What's going on, everybody? This is Professor Crypto Banana. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Fantom and specific projects on the Fantom eco side that I believe synergize extremely well with each other and also will synergize well when it's across multiple blockchains. So, before we get started, I gotta let you know, I am not a financial advisor, so this is not financial advice. These are just my opinions. I'm not even a crypto expert, so please, please, please always do your own research. I'm just going to give a broad overview of how I see it, and I'm going to go further into my research. I can always change my strategy whenever. But this is how I see it. Well, first off, Fantom is definitely climbing on up. Number 36 on the list. It's not well discussed. It's kind of like that hidden gem, in my opinion. And it's been doing really well in terms of price, especially when Bitcoin is going sideways, right? And even in comparison to the other coins out there. So the best way of how I can describe it is I'm coming up with a dream team. That's the name of my strategy, my Fantom dream team. It's going to be certain coins that are on the ecosystem that really synergize well. So I'm talking about the decentralized exchange of Spirit, the yield farming of LiquidDriver. Also, another one is Popsicle Finance, talking about SPELL, and how that also works with Abracadabra Money and MIM, which is the stable coin. And let me see if I forgot any. Oh, and AnySwap, which helps allow transfer across your assets across multiple blockchains. So that is just my dream team because it works well on the Fantom side with it being underrated. It is like a layer 1 solution similar to a Solana, similar to Avalanche. It's underrated, but it's fast. It's got the cheap gas fees, and it's integrated across, so it has access to the other liquidity. To me, it just makes sense, and again, it's the dream team. So let's go over my sources, why I think this way. So number one, EllioTrades. He does a great video kind of explaining SPELL, Abracadabra Money, and how you can borrow against certain assets. So let's say you can get a crypto asset that generates yield, but you can also lend it, or you can use that as collateral to borrow against it and have a stable coin, just I call it money or whatever it may be, that can go across multiple blockchains and then spend it however you like, or you can even use it in your own personal life as well. So that's already big, and he gives details about that, explains it better in detail. So go ahead, check out that link in the description. And now Ellio just came out with a video today, not too long ago. You can notice how few views. If I refresh it, I'm sure there'd be plenty more. But he's even now talking about Fantom ecosystem going kaboom. Look at this. So definitely want to check that out. It's on his video talking about his his quarter 4 strategy, Solana, Avalanche, Fantom. So take a look at that. In addition, so SPELL, Abracadabra Money. One major player to the system that kind of bridges it together is Daniele. He's on Twitter, and man, the amount of alpha that he gives out here is just astounding. He's pumping out the developments rapid fire. People can't even keep up because there's so much development going on across the different ecosystems, but this one project extends all of that. It's like a DeFi 2.0 that just works extremely well, in my opinion, of course. So then you can take a look here and see just everything that he's doing, and it just gives you a great idea as to what's going on and where to look at. And this is really what helped me kind of assemble this dream team. So definitely got to take a look at Daniel's page. And this is the Abracadabra Money site. So this is where you can do some staking of SPELL. So I think what you do is you can stake or just give your collateral, and then later on you do pay a little bit of interest on it, and that rewards the SPELL token holders if it's staked. Currently, you can only stake SPELL on the Ethereum side, so that I don't like because I'm over here on the Fantom side. I don't want to pay all the gas fees, but the SPELL token can get bridged over. So that, I'm thinking about if there's big whales on Ethereum and they want that SPELL token for more of the revenue that comes from the project, they will bridge over and grab it in arbitrage. So that's why I'm still liking SPELL. And in addition, this is the icon for the Magic Internet Money right there. So Now, if you get liquidated, there's a fee, I don't know if it's like 12% or something, so then that also goes to the stakeholders as well. So that's how that's generating a lot of value, but they seem to be taking on a lot more assets, like interest-bearing assets. The LP tokens, they're willing to take that as collateral, I think, in upcoming developments, and that is huge. So I can have then assets that are growing a lot, and then I can leverage up on that, or I can just borrow that money, go across to a different ecosystem, bridge over, so it's amazing. And another thing is, Daniel is big on SpiritSwap, which is the decentralized exchange on Fantom. Currently, SpookySwap is #1, and I love SpookySwap. It's great for bridging, it's fast and everything. But on SpiritSwap, it seems like they're going to have a lot of innovation coming up big. And when they're linked up with Daniel on this, I'm talking about SPELL and all these other projects as well, like Popsicle Finance, I gotta stick around. I gotta check it out. So, and they got so many developments coming up. So in addition, with this being my decentralized exchange of choice now, gotta take a look at LiquidDriver. So this, I have other videos about LiquidDriver and my strategies, but essentially you buy the LiquidDriver token and, well, no, that's not true. My apologies. You don't have to buy the LiquidDriver token, but the yield farming on it is ridiculous. So you, let's say, can bring the LiquidDriver token, FTM, LP token here, and get amazing return. And this isn't just one day. This has been quite consistent. And what I think happens, I'm also looking at the SPELL one too, because those rates are great. In my past video, I talked about my LP strategy, my liquidity provider token strategy, how I get one bag and then I put it to another. What I learned the hard way was if you're very bullish on one token, or if I'm very bullish on one token, I shouldn't go into the LP side, because the benefit more is from the rewards that come through, but you do miss out majorly on the price increase if it's extremely rapid. So that was one thing I didn't consider. So I'm playing both sides of that now. I'm doing more of a balance of some of the things that I'm in my LP tokens and I'm in the green, keeping that. I'm liking the yields here on LiquidDriver, and then I'm getting LiquidDriver rewards, like major ones, and then also a little bit in Spirit if I want it that way. Likewise, this is dual yield as well. I get my APR in LiquidDriver tokens and also in SPELL. Well, okay, well, what's so great about the LiquidDriver tokens? Well, you can lock these up for a certain amount of time. The longer you lock it up, the more rewards you get, and I think by regular people just farming on the home page, this does generate benefit to the vault and whatnot. So the longer you stake, the more of that revenue you get. So that is really cool. And then you get rewarded in LiquidDriver and Boo, which is from the SpookySwap, and Spirit. So that's how it gets divvied up, and then together it comes up to be 213% at this time. Oh, and also Waka. So things to consider. There's different strategies with that. I read on the Discord recently with LiquidDriver and Spirit that they're going to do something where, okay, so on the Spirit side, I can get these Spirit tokens, and then apparently I can deposit it here, and then I get rewards back, and then I have to choose up my lockup. So 4 years is the max. Okay, I think what LiquidDriver is willing to do is saying, hey, if you got, I think if you got Spirit tokens, you don't even have to lock it up over here. Maybe you can bring that over to the Liquid side and then invest in some of the, it's like, you know what? Check out the Discord server for more details on that, because they got something really great. And when I see LiquidDriver pairing up with SpiritSwap and SpookySwap, and it's got that good integration, then it's just a natural winner, in my opinion. And then the market cap extremely low, it's like 20 million, and then this is an inflation token, so I gotta be mindful of time here. So this is an inflation token. The circulating supply currently is 2 million, but more than 60% is locked up. So that also does a wonder on the price, and the more you lock up, the more rewards you get, etc., etc. So anyways, that is one major yield farming project that I like. So if the decentralized exchange Spirit is in connection with Daniel, which is more the SPELL Abracadabra money side, I take that as a great sign. If LiquidDriver is doing great integration work with the decentralized exchange of Spirit, that also is a great combo. So that is currently kind of like 3 right there. Popsicle Finance can do liquidity, pool, yield farming, but across multiple blockchains. Daniele, I think, is also a major part of this as well. So that is another reason why I'm really looking at this. It's getting really hyped up. People, I gotta give a shout out to Fantom Community Alerts. Definitely gotta watch his videos because he's what got me into, which one is it? LiquidDriver. He got me into Popsicle Finance. So definitely check out his videos. He's got a lot of alpha that he drops down on that. So yes, I'm liking Popsicle Finance. They haven't even released a lot of their, or relaunched a lot of their products. So chill, but one that comes out, I assume that there's going to be major upsides. So again, do more research on that. Spooky, so they do a great job of bridging over. They utilize the AnySwap network, but this is SpookySwap is the decentralized exchange. Definitely like them. So you can see they make it really easy, real clean to do that. I'm in incognito mode, so I'm not going to necessarily go through an example. AnySwap, so SpookySwap actually uses the AnySwap network to bridge on over. So if AnySwap is getting a lot of these fees to bridge, I think that's great. And I think EllioTrades even mentions that in his video that I mentioned earlier. In addition, Yearn Finance, so Andre butcher the name, do a little digging, you'll find out. He is known for Yearn Finance, doing a lot of other major projects. I don't know if he's necessarily the lead developer on Yearn Finance, but maybe he just gives some influence and helps out here and there. I'm not sure. But regardless, Yearn Finance is now coming over to the Fantom side, and that's big because there's major projects such as Curve, which one other? Yearn, and maybe a few others that are coming that's really big for liquidity and doing all this stuff. So perhaps, I thought, if I'm a small player, do I really care about Curve, which is the idea that you can swap between stable coins, which it's like, all right, stable coin is pegged to $1, who cares? But that's really big for whales, because whales do rely on that to swap and not have to deal with major fees. So having a project that enables them to allow to easily do it, having a bridge to get on over, it feels like being a part of the big boy table. Hey, thanks, welcome. Woo-hoo. So I like that. So right now they got that beta version right here, and you can see beta Fantom, what up? So Yearn doesn't do the stablecoin swapping, I don't think, but they do more of probably staking, farming, but more of the interest bearing, less risky ones. I don't know. Again, take a deeper look. So finally, talked about Fantom, a lot of my dream teams. I'm going to talk about NFT. Now, right now, PortalHeads, I think, may be the #1 out there. Now, other people can say, hey, what about Us Human? And then there's probably a few other ones that are coming up. So, hey, check them out as well. But I think PortalHeads sticks out in my mind as of right now. That could be a major blue chip. And it's not being bought up. Like, the minting is slowly going up. So I'm not sure if it's too expensive and people are kind of overlooking because they're getting more into the DeFi side of Fantom. But if and when Fantom really gets a lot of adoption, a lot of the whales bridging on over and actually adopting it full steam ahead, they may be looking at the NFT side and say, okay, I'm on the Fantom side, what's the blue chip? And that could be one way to play. And one cool thing about the PortalHeads is I think they're still going to be doing some more development, etc. But then they have a secondary royalty fee. So I'm looking to buy one, and then if I ever want to sell it, then anytime that gets sold, because I minted it, I get 2.5% of that. So I think that's pretty cool as well, because that'd be extra income. So in conclusion, talking about a dream team, right? I like Spell, because of the ability to be able to take out a lot of collateral against a lot of different assets, a lot more different assets, especially across multiple chains. I like that. I like it that it's getting more attention from EllioTrades. I also like that the decentralized exchange is doing a lot and is in connection with Daniele from the Spirit Abracadabra side. I like it that LiquidDriver is in connection with Spirit and SpookySwap, and they're even doing further developments, low market cap, yield farming. Love it. Love Popsicle Finance because it goes across multiple blockchains, right? And then especially with the yield farming, and they're going to be coming out with a lot of solutions, got a lot of hype, like SpookySwap. That one's always a good one too. And finally, the bridging. AnySwap can go across different blockchains, and of course with the NFTs, I'm looking at PortalHeads. So that's my dream team strategy. Let me know your guys' thoughts without me stuttering too far at the end. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.